Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss one of the most important topic in ASP.NET is a validation control. So let's start with the introduction of validation control. Validating a form is most important part of website development. User enters the data of his or her choice. You need that enter data in a specific format. Means the data which is entered by user, it should be in a specific format. For example, mobile number. So mobile number should accept only a digit, or it should not be more than 10 digits or not less than 10 digits. Initially, for validating controls, we used to write the JavaScripts, right? With the help of JavaScript code, we can apply the validation controls. But it looks more number of lines of code and more time. But JavaScript will take a more time, and you have to write the code for it. With validation controls in ASP.NET, this could be done in a couple of minutes. What are the validation controls? The controls that are used to validate the data against some input format are known as a validation controls. Means the controls that are used to validate, like you are going to apply the validation with the text box, right? So in the text box, the data which you are going to enter, right, it should be in a proper format. So these are the different type of validation controls. Start with the required field validator, compare validator, custom validator, range validator, regular expression validator, and validation summary. So in this video we are going to discuss a required field validator control. Okay, let's start. Required field validator control. This control is used to make an input control a required field. As the name says, a required means when you will apply this validation, you have to enter the data in particular control. With this control, the validation fails if the input value does not change from its initial value. It means by default initial value will be the empty string, right? And if you will not change it, right, it means you are not supposed to write a single character to particular control, means in a text box, right, then it will generate the error message. So we can say that when you will apply the required field validator, you have to write the data in a control. So this is the syntax of validation control, means required field validator control, and you have to set two properties for it. One compulsory property is a control to validate. It means that to which control you want to apply the required field validator control. It means my control name is textbox1. So I want to apply the required field validator with the textbox 1. And second one is a error message, means when the validation fires, right, then which type of message you want, like this field cannot be blank. Okay, so the same thing we are going to apply with the practical. So here I have created a register page. In that I have taken a label, so I am going to give a text to the label is a, suppose this is my user name, and text box for username, and its ID is textbox 1, and one submit button we are having. Okay, so now let's take a required field validator from validation controls. You can double click or drag and drop it. Okay, now move to design. This is the default message. So I am going to set the property, right click on it, properties, and the property name is control to validate, as we had discussed in a theory. It's a control to validate. So here I need to select the name of the control to which you want to apply the validation. So it is a text box 1, and the error message. So you can write any message as per your validation control, like this field cannot be blank. Okay. Now you have to set the unobstructive validation mode to apply any type of validation in Visual Studio 2017. Right. So I am going to copy this and paste it in my web configuration file in the configuration tag. Just paste this unobstructive validation mode. Now save the website and run it. Okay, it will take a second. Okay, so now I am not going to enter any data in my text box and click on submit button. Then it will not allow you to submit the data because you have not entered anything. Right, so this validation fires. Now suppose I am going to enter my name, right, then you can click on submit button and the validation message, means validation error message, will be disappear. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe my channel.